We sent most of the airways off. All that's left now is this one. Me, sir? Yes, you. Now the manifest says that you were originally intended for a yacht in Ireland. However, someone wants to trial you, and is willing to pay a higher price if they're satisfied. Really, sir? Yes, his name is Sir Charles Topham Hatt. You mean, like the controller of Sodor? No, the one from the fairy tale. Of course the one from Sodor. It was only a question. You'll be sent over there tomorrow. Alright, sir. Though I'll miss these yards. I highly doubt they'll miss you. Rosie hadn't been feeling well, and was sent away to the works to be mended. In the meantime, Duck was managing the yards all on his own. He did it well, though much to the chagrin of the engines, he wasn't shy about boasting. The workload here would be tough for any old engine, but for me it's easy. After all, I'm making sure these yards are ship-shape, Swindon fashion. Ship-shape, Swindon fashion. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. It's not ridiculous, it's my motto. No, it's not. Yours is... No! Oh yes, there's only two ways of doing things. The Great Western way, or the wrong way. I'm Great Western and don't we know it. I'm the reason these yards haven't fallen apart. Percy managed these yards on his own just fine. You're not doing anything special, Duck. I'll have you know that the way I handle the yards is different to Percy. Sure, he could handle the yards, but I had a more efficient style. One thing Percy didn't do was boast, Duck. Put calling the kettle black. Good evening, engines. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Duck. I come to you with some news, but first I wanted to congratulate you, Duck. You've managed these yards on your own with ease. Thank you, sir. That being said, I have noticed that some of your trip freights have been leaving late. Sir? Ship, shape, Swindon fashion. Quit! Anyways, while I understand you're working hard, you need help. So I've ordered a new shunter. A new shunter? Yes, he's a BR Class 08. Class 08, sir? Yes, indeed. He'll be put on a trial. If he does well, I may purchase him as a yard shunter. But sir, would it happen to either me or Rosie? The yard doesn't need 3 shunters. I'm not sure yet. I know the Brendan branch has been rather busy, but for now, Duck, I'm relying on you to show him what to do. Anyways, I'd best leave. Good night, engines. Sir Topham Hatt walked away, leaving Duck exasperated. A diesel shunter? Please, I don't need help. Not according to Sir Topham Hatt. Perhaps Swindon fashion is out of style. Don't be daft. If that diesel is working here, he's gonna learn my ways. Famous last words. This engine was supposed to be here by now. Patience, Duck, it's his first day. First day or not, punctuality is proper. Engines late with their trains have no room to speak. Engines that get stuck in tunnels have no room either. Here he comes now. Henry, Gordon, James, Duck, and Murdoch, this is Diesel. Good morning. Diesel? That's not a name. If Duck is a name, then why can't Diesel be one? Exactly. And I must say, I'm honored to be in the presence of a famous controller and famous engines, like James, Gordon, and Henry too. So you know of our stories? Indeed. Blowing soot and ashes on troublesome boys, pulling the royal train, and managing troublesome trucks. Suffice to say, I am delighted to meet such famous engines. Well, he's won my vote. Anyways, Duck, show Diesel around the yards. Start with trucks and walk your way up to coaches. Diesel, follow Duck's example to the letter. Whatever he doesn't know about trucks isn't worth asking. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Sir Topham Hatt walked away, leaving Diesel with the other engines. So, what's on the list first, Duck? Come on. Have I done something wrong? Don't mind him, he's just jealous. Jealous? Yes, you're so revolutionary he's scared you might show him up. Revolutionary? Now get out there and humble Duck for us. Show him you don't need to be taught. Diesel left the sheds and caught up to Duck in the yards. Your worthy Sir Topham Hatt is mistaken. He thinks I need to learn. He is mistaken. We Diesels know everything. We come to a yard and improve it. We are revolutionary. You were just praised by Gordon, James, and Henry, weren't you? No. Listen, I know you're kind and I know your games. What do you... And if you think I'm letting you get away with it, then you've got another thing coming. Duck, I don't understand. Hurry up and come on, I don't have time to play games with you. Duck stormed off and Diesel went after him. In the yards is an old siding called the out-of-use siding. Commonly, old vans that are no longer useful or in need of repair are put there. Duck shunted some trucks next to the siding and had a devilish idea. Hey, Diesel? Yes? These wagons here, I've had some trouble with them. They won't move. Would you be so kind as to give it a try, seeing as you're so revolutionary? Why, sure thing, Duck. Diesel, excited that Duck was warming up to him, immediately buffered up to the trucks and started to pull. However, they wouldn't move. Come on. We can't. We won't. I said move. No, we don't want to. Suddenly, with an almighty crack, Diesel shot forward like a rocket and landed off the rails. Duck came with the breakdown crane to help him back on the tracks. Oh dear, Diesel, what happened? I shot forward because these were faulty trucks in the out-of-use siding, as I was just informed. Well, that's such a shame. Why didn't you warn me? Because you were too busy being revolutionary. I was not. You didn't. Well, nothing can be done about it now, I'm afraid. Sir Topham Hatt won't be pleased. He won't. Nope. Anyways, I'm going to finish hunting the yards. Take care, Diesel, and try to stay on the rails. Duck left Diesel to sulk. However, the trucks thought this misfortune a great joke. Oh, that duck! So explain to me again, why did you think that was a good idea, Diesel? Pulling trucks from the out-of-use siding? Every engine knows not to pull trucks from there. Surely Duck would have told you that. Well, Never mind. I understand that you're new, and might think you know everything, Diesel, but it's important to consider that some engines might know a bit more than you. Tomorrow you'll shadow Duck once again. Watch him closely. Understood? Yes, sir. We told you to show him up, not make yourself look foolish. It wasn't my intention to appear foolish in the first place. Well, taking trucks from the out-of-use siding certainly doesn't help. Indeed. Seems like common sense to me. Don't lecture me on what's common sense. Oh, calm down, we're only giving you a hard time. Notice I didn't ask you to give me a hard time. I know I messed up, something you lot would know all about. Sticking in tunnels, crashing into tar wagons, and sticking on hills. Now just a minute. Forget it. I'm going to sleep elsewhere. Perhaps I can get some peace and quiet. Disgraceful, disgusting, despicable. Why no, where does he get off making comments like that? Just because he messed up doesn't give him the right to lash out. Oh, that duck. He thinks he's so clever. Everyone looks at him as a saint. He didn't tell me about the out of use signing. Now I look like a fool. And why not tell Sir Topham Hatt? Who are you? I'm a brake van. Yes, well, thank you. Now, what is your name? Some people call me the spiteful brake van. Joy. Well, you didn't answer my question. Why didn't you tell Sir Topham? Because it'd seem like I'm lying. Why would he believe some new engine on trial over an engine he owns? Interesting. I never looked at it like that. You're a smart one, Diesel. A compliment from someone on this island. And those big engines, I overheard you, and you're right. They aren't as perfect as they'd like to think. Really? Oh yes, they've had mishaps that haven't been covered in the books. Would you like to hear about them? Yes, please. For example, Henry. Henry, you need to take a goods train to Vicarstown. It's not too long, but we need you to be quick. James was meant to take it, but he's stuck in the scrapyards due to a point failure. Fine, as long as it's already shunted. Let's cause some trouble. Hold back. Don't you dare! Now. Whoa! Hey, stop! That was close. You're right about that. The worst is over now. Come on, old boy. Alright. Ow! What was that? Try moving again. Okay. Ow! What is that? I think you've gotten a flat tire. And I think you've been in the sun too long. I'm a steam engine. I can't get flat tires. But you can. When you brake too hard like you did just now. You're kidding me. So now what? We call for help. Oh, how despicable. Did that actually happen? It did. I was the brake van after all. How interesting. What about James? Now, James is an interesting one. It actually happened the same time my story about Henry took place. Disgusting. I knew I shouldn't have offered to help today. Now I'm stuck here. Calm down, James. It's only another minute. You said that a minute ago. To wait this long, it's disgusting. Alright, James. This must be the locomotive. It can't be. We were told it was in way worse condition. Excuse me? Sorry, James. We didn't think Sir Topham Hatt was like that. Like what? You don't have to act coy for us, James. We might be able to plead for you. Plead? I'm not going to court. What are you talking about? Well, aren't you here for scrap? What? What are you on about? We were told an engine will be scrapped here. Well, that engine isn't me. We're just stuck here due to a points failure. Oh, I see. Sorry about that, James. Scary to think. You almost became Rusty Red Scrap Iron. Rusty Red what? Come on, James, let's go. Rusty Red Scrap Iron indeed. I'll show you. He was complaining for weeks after that. I can imagine to be mistaken for scrap. You're not feeling sorry for him, are you? No, though you couldn't have been there. How did you hear this one? I have connections via the trucks. Of course you do. Now come on, what's Gordon's story? Ah yes, Gordon's tale of misfortune. My favorite, I must say. I got to witness it personally. Really, Percy, you're a small engine. You don't need that much water. Considering I've been up all morning shunting, I'd say otherwise. I have to pull the express. I need more water than you do, so quit hogging it and move over. Fine, I'll move. Good heavens! Percy moved off too quickly, and now I'm drenched. You'll dry in no time while pulling the express. You have to admit, it was a little funny, like sausages in a frying pan. Oh, the indignity. So you're saying all that happened to Gordon was he was splashed? Quite right. It was very funny indeed, and as Fireman was right, it sounded like sausages in a frying pan. I suppose it is a little funny, but how can that information help me? Am I just supposed to bring those incidents up to embarrass them? You could. Or you could be more devious and have fun with it. Have fun? How? You see, Diesel, the trucks here are very loudmouthed. Any sort of gossip spreads like wildfire. Any sort of gossip? Indeed. I see. I think I know what to do now, and how to execute it. I look forward to seeing the results, Diesel. James, quit hogging the water. I have a very important train to take today, Henry. You can wait your turn. I can't. I have my own work to do, and dawdling engines like you are making me late. What are you laughing at? You sound like Gord with all your whining about importance. You mean the galloping blue sausage? What? Clear the rust out your smoke box, Rusty Red Scrap Iron. Excuse me? Oh, they got you there. What are you laughing at, old square wheels? Old what? Where are you getting this? I will tell you. Cease this teasing at once. Careful, lads. The galloping sausage is heating up. Enough! Where have you heard this slander? Wouldn't she like to know? What on earth? Keep out. Stop fooling. I'm tired. So are we. We're tired of you. Of me? Yes, you. You tell tales about us to the trucks. What? No, I don't. Yes, you do. I don't. You do. I don't. You do. At least Diesel has the common decency not to tell tales about us. We didn't... Silence! What is going on here? Thank goodness you're here, sir. Yes, indeed. Banish this engine at once. I'm not banishing anybody. Now, what's happening? Sir Duck has told tales about us to the trucks. He called me a galloping sausage. He called me Rusty Red Scrap Iron. And I'm Old Square Wheels. Is this true, Duck? I only wish, sir. I thought of those names myself. If they don't fit... Yes, well... He made the trucks laugh at us, sir. Did you, Duck? Of course not, sir. I'd never be so cruel. Diesel, do you know anything about this? I've heard the trucks do their name calling, and I can't understand it, sir. To think that Duck, of all engines, I'm dreadfully grieved, sir, but know nothing. I see. This is quite the predicament we have here. Trucks are telling lies and alleging Duck is the source. There's only one thing to do in this situation. Duck, go to Wellsworth for the time being. But sir... No buts. To diffuse tensions, you can help Edward at Wellsworth. He'll be glad to see you. Big pardon, sir. No arguments, Duck. Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. As for you three, to jump to conclusions such as this, I'm ashamed. I'm not sending Duck away because he's guilty, but because I don't want him suffering abuse from you three. I want to hear no more about Duck and these rumors. I will be getting to the bottom of this. And when I find out who's responsible, well, let's just say I won't be as merciful as I usually am. Yes, sir. At Wellsworth, Duck was venting to Edward about his predicament. I mean, to tell lies to the trucks. I'd never do such a rotten thing. I know that, Duck, and so does Sir Topham Hatt. Then why send me away? I'm not sure. The one thing I do know is that Sir Topham Hatt does everything for a reason. He wouldn't send you away without a good reason. I'll take your word for it. In the meantime, you'll find that you'll be kept busy here. There's lots of shunting to be done, as well as trip rates. You know what they say, a change is as good. What do you mean Duck was banished? As I said, he was banished from the sheds because he told lies about us to the trucks. Duck? Telling lies? Yes, he gossiped about our incidents and gave us horrid nicknames. Henry, does that even sound like Duck? Sure, he's pedantic, but engines can change, Percy, for better or for worse. But Duck would never be so horrid as to spread lies. He might tease you, but he has higher standards than to gossip with the trucks. I should have known better than to seek agreement with you, Percy. Henry... But Henry puffed away before Percy could finish. At Farquhar, Percy told Thomas and Toby about what Henry had said. So Duck was banished from Tidmouth. I'm failing to see the problem. Thomas! Just saying. It doesn't make sense. I mean, Duck can be bossy and pretentious, but I'd never peg him as someone who gossips. I know, there has to be more to it. Could it be that the truck started this rumor themselves? It's possible, but let's be honest, they aren't clever enough to create nicknames for the others. True. And who could have come up with this rumor? I don't know, but I intend to find out. And the thing is, I need help from both of you. Of course, Percy. Anything to clear Duck's name. Thomas? I mean, we don't have to... Thomas! Fine, I'll help. Good, we'll interrogate the trucks on anything they know. Sounds like a plan. Meanwhile, Diesel was causing trouble in the yards. His lie with Duck had worked, and he had recently begun ruling with an iron fist. The trucks hated it, but knew they couldn't say anything. Now, you trucks, I know you wouldn't be so foolish as to mention to the others about this, but if you do, I'll make sure the next place you lot see is the bottom of the ocean. The trucks were terrified and remained silent. One morning, Edward arrived to pick up some trucks meant for Wellsworth. However, he noticed the fear in the trucks' eyes. I say, are you okay? No, we're not. Oi! Yes, Edward, we're alright. Are you sure? You look dreadful. Yes, Sir Edward. Absolutely nothing. Get moving. Ah, you must be Diesel. Yes, I'm Diesel. You must be Edward. Yes, I am. I'm just here to pick up some wagons. Ah, yes, I was told. They're on track 1. Thank you. I must say you have an interesting style to handling the yards. You think so? By interesting, I mean, well... tread carefully, Diesel. Carefully? Trucks may need to be bumped when they're misbehaving, but when they're not, there's simply no need. I think that's where our opinions differ, Edward. Trucks need to be bumped to ensure they stay in line. That's not how things work. Bumping them ensures they'll cause trouble. Well, they've yet to cause trouble so far. Doesn't mean they won't. And like I said, that's where our opinions differ. I will continue my style, and you can keep yours. Now I have work to do. Good day, Edward. Diesel went back to shunting, and Edward left to take his goods train. However, as he approached Knapford, the brakes on his train slipped on. Botheration. Alright, Edward? Oh, Thomas. Frankly, no, these wagons have slipped their brakes on. Are you sure? Is it something else? Well... Come on, Edward. And I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. It's Diesel. That new Diesel working at Knapford? What's wrong with him? He's too harsh with the trucks. Didn't know there was such a thing. Well, there is, and Diesel's doing it. He's parading around demanding respect and treating the trucks horribly. What are you thinking? Edward, weird question. Do you think Diesel could have framed Duck? What? Thomas, that's quite an accusation. Well, think about it. Diesel has an accident on his first day. We know how smug Duck can get. Let's assume Diesel got jealous of how well Duck could handle the yards, told lies about Duck, and is hiding behind the trucks by saying that they made the lies up. Now, Thomas, think about it. After pulling something like that, I know I'd feel a wave of confidence. Perhaps too much for my own good, to where I start over asserting dominance on the trucks. I mean, well, you have good points, but still, we can't just accuse Diesel of something like that without evidence. Maybe not, but it wouldn't kill you to keep it in mind. I suppose you're right. I'll do that, Thomas. I think the issue's fixed. See you later, Thomas. See you later, Edward. Edward continued on with his train. Meanwhile, Henry, Gordon, and James were starting to have their own doubts. Percy did have a point. Duck, as smug as he may be, isn't a gossiper, especially with the trucks. True, but the trucks, they probably did make up lies about us. They despise us, we despise them, perfect reason to create lies. Except their preferred method is trying to throw us off the rails. Exactly. This is calculated. Too calculated. Exactly, so who could have done this? Harold? No, why would Harold do it? Because according to Percy, he always boasts about how railways are slow and out of date. Well, this doesn't involve rails being out of date. Nor does it involve Percy. Could it? No, it couldn't be. Who? Do you think it could be Diesel? Diesel, don't be daft. Wait, that could make sense. Exactly. Diesel, probably feeling jealous of Duck, could have done this out of spite. Talk to the trucks to cause drama and discourse. Oh my word, Diesel's the culprit. Oh no. Meanwhile, at Farquhar, a certain truck was relaying his own account of Diesel's lies. So let me get this straight, Scruffy. You're saying Diesel has told lies about Duck to get him sent away. That's right. And why should we believe you? You love causing trouble and have been vocal about hating Duck. True, but Duck was never as violent as Diesel. He bumps us around hard. Duck was boastful, but I'd take his boasting over violence. Toby, if he's telling the truth, I am. If he's telling the truth, then we no ifs about it. What do you mean? I just spoke to Bertie. Whoever heard Gordon, Henry, and James talking, they have an inkling Diesel might be the one behind everything. Really? But that's only their account. But combined with what Scruffy said, I think we should bring this up with Sir Topham Hatt at once. Agreed. Okay, you're okay. Everything's fine. You did what you did out of... No, you did it because it was deserved. Why else would you do it? You were right. Duck was... What's going on here? Diesel, I want you to be completely honest when I ask you this. No lies, no tricks, just honesty. Did you spread rumors about the engines? Quickly. Of course not. I didn't that's preposterous. Not according to what the trucks have said. They said you told them those stories, not Duck. Those little... Diesel! Fine. I did it. I did it. Is that what you wanted to hear? How could you, Diesel? Why would you do this? Spread these vicious rumors. They'll never believe me. It's too late. It's too late. Diesel! Because I am revolutionary. Because I needed to make my mark and show just how old and outdated this railway is. Old and outdated! Yes, I wanted everyone to see how revolutionary British Railways is. Well, you haven't done that. You've tainted any trust I have in any future Diesels coming to this railway. I won't tolerate charlatans or liars. You are a disgrace, Diesel. You will be banished from the island. Banished? Be grateful I don't tell your controller about this. But you can't. This is my railway. I can do what I like because I am Sir Topham Hatt, controller of the Northwestern Railway. Now get out of my sight. As for the rest of you, let this be a lesson not to jump to conclusions. Look at the facts before jumping down the throats of others. The engines all muttered in agreement. Suddenly, a workman ran up to Sir Topham Hatt. Sir, come quickly. What is it? It's Duck. He's had an accident at Crosby. He crashed into a barber shop. He what? It was bad, sir. I'll be right there. Sir Topham Hatt went to the site of the accident. When he arrived, he was surprised. What happened here? Oh, this silly engine. He frightened my customers. Excuse me, Mr. Barber, but from how I hear this, Duck is a hero. A hero? I don't like engines popping through my walls. I appreciate your feelings, but you must know this engine and his crew have stopped a serious accident. One might say it was a close shave. An accident? This engine? Yes, sir. Now I will pay for the damages and have one of my engines move him, and we'll be out of your hair. Winston helped to move Duck out of the barber shop. When he was out, Duck looked sadly at his buffers. Cheer up, Duck. How can I, sir? What do you mean? You sent me packing to Wellsworth. It's a nice station, but it is in Tidmouth. Well, good news, you're coming back. I am, sir. Yes, of course. But the others don't like me. They like Diesel. Not anymore. Let's just say I never believed Diesel for a second, and I sent him packing. The engines are sorry and want you back. Oh, sir. Thank you, sir. Of course. Anything for a really useful engine like yourself, Duck. Duck was taken to the works and returned a few weeks later. The engines, coaches, and trucks were glad to have him back. Though he could still be pompous and boastful, the engines would much rather have the pride of the Great Western over devious Diesel any day.